This is my recap of books I read this week for the second week in January. I am a little late posting this because we were traveling, but let's jump into it. I read 8 books this week, and here they are, no particular order. First, I have The Mating Game. This one I thought was a sequel to The Fake Mate, which is another book she wrote about werewolves, but it is not. This is an Omega Alpha Forge Proximity kind of little romance. They've got some banter and some fun times, but it's a yes on a read. Next up, I have Zodiac Academy, Origin of an Academy Bully. This is a novella in the Zodiac Academy Solera world. I'm reading this with a group of my friends. This one was a nice short little read about Darius and Orion. It is a yes to read, especially if you're reading the series. Gave you a little background information. Very short though, only about an hour or two. Third, I read Anxious People from Fredrik Backman. I am a huge fan of Fredrik Backman. I enjoy all his books. This one kind of was a whodunit versus social conscience, kind of a little living life in the gray area stuff. It was a great read. I really enjoyed it. Definitely would say yes, recommend this book. For my physical books, first I read The Fault in Our Stars by John Green. This is a controversial book that is out. It takes place in Indiana, where I'm from, so it was really cool to read this and hear them talk about local stuff. This was definitely a yes read for me. Very good. Was a little sad, did make me cry, but I fully enjoyed it. Next up is Adelaide. This book, I'm going to say maybe. It was kind of a no for me if I was picking this for reading, because this is not a romance. This is a red flag relationship. Everything, the man is just terrible. I kind of finished it just to make sure she didn't forgive him and get back with him. It was really well written. It does kind of remind me of Normal People from Sally Rooney. So if those are your type of relationship books, then this would be a yes for you, but kind of not if you were into actual romances. So this is a maybe. Next is Shadow and Bone. This is written by Leah, who wrote Six of Crows. It is a young adult fantasy. I enjoyed it. It was not a huge amount of world building. It was a very light, easy to jump into the world. The magic was, pretty straightforward. But the story was a little unique, and how they were doing it. But there was definitely some hidden things and some half-truths, but it was a good read, and I am looking forward to jumping into the second book in this completed trilogy. Next, I have Not Your Ex's Hexes. This is the second book in a supernatural romance series. I read the first one last month. So if you are into fun, light, witchy reads, this would be a yes. I enjoy reading these between more heavier novels. They're fun and get you through the month. The last and not least book that I have is Hera. This is a fantasy. I would say this is a yes. It started off a little slow. At first I was worried it was going to kind of be a maybe, like only if you're really into Greek retellings. But at the end, it definitely felt a unique kind of experience with Hera and the story of Zeus and her. And I did end up really enjoying this more than I thought I was until I got to the second half of the book. It just kind of felt a little slow and mundane in the front. But in the end, it was actually pretty good. So that is all the books that I read this week. Talk to you later, Book Talk. Bye.